Nice to meet you. Glad we're here, and we wanted to talk about Papaya's customer service and the AI process we did together. So I think we can start by introduce yourself. We'll talk a bit about Papaya, and we'll go from there.
No problem. Papaya has been around for 26 years, a chain that sells children's shoes, only shoes, from size 19 to size 40. Today, a fifth grade boy or girl is already a size 38, so it's not hard to reach 40. We actually design all the shoes in Israel. We have several designers who are Shenkar graduates. We design everything here. We emphasize quality, and we design in Israel, manufacture abroad, and bring everything here. We have 40 Papaya stores and another 20 stores in the ultra orthodox sector, a total of 61 stores. We sell online and try to excel. As I said, just as we're meticulous about the quality of our shoes, we're also meticulous about the quality of our service.
Yes,
And that's where the whole service issue comes in, which I believe we'll talk about soon.
yes. So, how is your customer service actually structured? How does it work at Papaya in principle?
Look, the service was built over time, and today we have three customer service representatives, where two of them are daytime reps and another one is an evening rep. If at first we worked, like cavemen, answering the phone separately, WhatsApp separately, this separately, then we implemented Zendesk, which basically aggregated all the service channels into one place and really revolutionized the service. Today, we make sure to provide service both in the morning and in the evening until we, as they say, met.
Yes. Yeah, that basically your service connects between the branches and the.
Yes, the service actually provides a response both to those who buy online and to those who buy offline, meaning in the store network.
And you actually have a lot of work around connecting the stores to the service and the online service to the stores. And then we actually met. And let's say maybe before we met, what did you try before? What was your experience with the service before we connected?
Well, in the beginning, when there was no WhatsApp yet, people understood that they couldn't get an answer right away. And then WhatsApp came in, and I noticed that people are anxious to get an answer faster. I mean, if they sent an email at first, I'd answer them in 4 hours or by the next day. That was then. Then WhatsApp came along with Zendesk. I see people sending an inquiry on WhatsApp. It goes into my Zendesk. And then after a minute or two, I see them sending a question mark. Like, hello, you didn't answer. But sir, I have 300 other inquiries before yours.
Yeah.
And I started looking for ways to increase the speed of service, at least on WhatsApp, if not everywhere. Meaning, shortening the service time became critical. As I said, we project quality in our shoes, and we feel the importance and need to provide service even after the purchase. So I was constantly looking for ways to improve the service, whether in speed or in the quality of the service itself. I mean, if people complain about a defect in the shoes, if it were some cheap chain, they'd tell them, "Sir, what do you expect? You paid 50 shekels. This is the product." But here, people pay 250 shekels. So, yes, sir, I'll replace the shoe for you. It's all good. I'm willing to lose a little bit to keep the customer. That's the approach.
Right. So then, what solutions did you try, or what did you look into in this world of customer service solutions?
Well, as I said, at first we had two customer service representatives from 9 to 3, but I started to feel and realize that a lot of inquiries come in during the afternoon because, people go to the store. I don't know why, but actually, I started seeing that there are many inquiries in the afternoon
Yes.
and also on Saturday nights and on Fridays. So we put another person on customer service to answer in the evenings as well. Unlike many fashion retail companies that basically say, "Sir, deal with it. We're done at 3." And even again, if you send a message now to a big company, we won't name names, and I've done this a lot. Listen, at 3:01, I get an automatic message. Customer service is closed. We haven't opened your inquiry. If it's still relevant, get back to us tomorrow. I don't believe in that kind of service. I don't believe in it, especially not for children's shoes. It's not like clothes where if this item isn't available, there's another. With shoes, if this shoe isn't there, the kid goes barefoot. He doesn't have three pairs of sandals, he has one pair. And so I believe in fast, high quality service most hours of the day.
So then, why not just bring in more employees?
Every employee is a headache and costs money. So we want to do it, especially in this era of the AI revolution and all that. I looked for a way to, let's say, streamline the service, both in quality and speed. without adding more people to the system.
And before that, you had the button bot, which was like a menu.
Yeah, the most annoying bot in the world. You reach out, hello, you've reached Papaya. What do you want? And then it's press one for loyalty club, two for online inquiries. It's the most annoying thing ever. It really bugs me personally, but I just didn't know any other way.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was another option, even though I'd been to plenty of conferences and seen those demos of AI driven customer service. But deep down, I told myself, there's no way this will work for me. No way. That kind of solution felt light years away.
Right. And then we actually met.
Well, not exactly, Matt. You sent us an email.
Right.
You have any idea how many emails like yours I get?
100 a day.
100 a day? I delete 99 of them. I even deleted yours.
True.
To be honest, I deleted yours too, but then you sent another one. Now, I really appreciate people who are persistent.
Yeah.
Even if it's a bit pushy, it's okay to persist. It's fine. Seriously, you send an email, then another one, and I deleted both of them. And then you called me. I don't know how you got my number, but you called me. And I thought, the moment you called, I said to myself, okay, wait, either I blow him off and tell him he's dreaming, or I give him a chance. And for some reason, I just said, let's give him a shot.
You caught me on a good day.
Actually, no, I was in the car, stuck in traffic with some time to kill, so I thought, why not? And that's how the romance began.
Yeah. So once we started working together, from the moment we decided to go live until the actual launch, you finally saw it in action and realized it was possible for you. What was that experience like for you? How'd you find the whole process?
Like you said at the start, during our first and second conversations, I told you, prove it. Prove that you can actually do what you say you can.
Yeah.
And you actually gave me a small proof of concept. And I thought, wow, maybe there's something here worth pursuing. Then we got to work, building out scenarios and responses. I saw customer service transform from press one for this, two for that, into a natural flowing conversation, just like ChatGPT. It was one on one, and honestly, to be honest, I was amazed. I'm almost afraid to tell you that because you'll raise my rates, but I was blown away. I thought, wow, look at this customer service. Then I went and checked all the big fashion companies again, and I didn't see this anywhere. I figured either I discovered something huge or they're all idiots. It's really not obvious that you can provide customer service in natural language with real intelligence. And to reach a point where I'm automating away dozens of percentage points of inquiries without any human intervention.
Right. And now, looking at the solution, especially now that you're familiar with it, you see there are a million solutions like this on the market. Everyone, like you said, you get 100 emails and probably 95 of them are about exactly this kind of thing.
Wait,
So what's the difference, for that matter, between working with us versus other things that were probably offered to you or that you heard about or saw?
so first, like I said, yours was the one email I almost didn't delete, you know? That outreach, sometimes you just need luck. What can you do? Sometimes you need luck. But, sometimes you work with big companies where you're just a cog in the machine. You're tiny, they're handling 50 other projects like yours at the same time, and you feel it. And I like working with someone who makes me feel important. So with you, I felt important because, well, back then and even today, you don't have a million projects. So I felt I got, personal attention, quick response time, a drive to go live fast. Okay, if I'd gone with another company, it's very possible it would have taken me many months until I went live.
Yeah.
With you, you pushed me, let's go live, let's do this fast, and I really went along with it. And I think you can testify that we did it quickly.
Yeah, it was fast. And I think within about 2 weeks, give or take, we were live with the first version. And from there, we started connecting the channels.
Correct.
And in your opinion, how is this affecting the customers now? Like, what are you seeing from your end?
I'm telling you, I read all the bots' conversations. Well, not all, most of them, and I continue to be amazed every single time, to tell you the truth. I see people thinking, even though the bot says, hello, I'm your digital assistant.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it says that, yet quite a few people still think they're talking to a representative.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it, because on one hand, I'm not tricking them, I tell them I'm the bot. On the other hand, despite telling them, because the conversation is so fluid, relevant, understanding, and incorporates emotional intelligence, It's not something to take for granted, and people really think they enjoy it. They reply to the bot, "It's so nice talking to you. I've never received customer service like this." And the bot uses smileys and sends emojis. It's not a given.
Yeah, send some hearts.
Yeah, sends hearts. Honestly, many times I show it to our customer service girl. I tell her, "Look, you wouldn't have used emojis like that, really." I tell her, "You wouldn't have used emojis like that." She tells me, "You're right, listen, this." The bot smiles at 2 in the afternoon, even after I've eaten lunch and I'm stuffed and feel like throwing up. And even at 12 at night when I have no energy, the bot is still smiling. And that's the advantage of the whole thing.
Yeah. I think what we really see a lot is that it reduces the emotional burden because customer service people ultimately deal with angry, frustrated people. Something didn't work, a defective product, they want a solution. People aren't always nice. And then this customer service person, instead of just providing a solution, also has to handle the customer's emotions.
Right? Exactly. Often, a customer service representative comes in after a morning of fighting with her kids over making sandwiches and they didn't sleep and were late for school. Honestly, she's just not in the mood to be the nicest person to everyone right now.
Yeah.
And I see it too. I've actually studied this. I see it. I'd look at the responses from the customer service team and think, this could be nicer, or this could be phrased better. Why did she answer like that? Why was she so short with the customer? That doesn't happen here.
Right.
Here, the bot is always polite, empathetic, and ready to help. More than that, I've seen at least 3 times where customers, I don't know if they're just eccentric or what, but they realized it was a friendly bot and started having full conversations with it. It got to the point where I contacted you and said, "Look, Tamir, let's set a limit. If someone's going back and forth 20 times, cut it off and say, I'm transferring you to a representative."
Yeah.
Because I see people enjoying talking to the bot.
Yeah. Like therapy.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's the customer experience. What's your internal experience within the business?
As I mentioned, it reduces my inquiries by 20 to 40%, meaning for every 1,000 inquiries that come in, it resolves between 200 and 400 without any human intervention.
That's before we integrated.
And that's even before we've integrated it with my systems.
Right. Okay, I see.
That's the main benefit I get, besides the service quality. When someone sends an email at midnight on a Thursday, there's no way they expect a response from a service representative. They don't even hope for it. Then suddenly, a minute later, they get an email response. And not just a "we received your request and we'll get back to you on Sunday" type of answer. It's a real answer, like, "How can I help? Having an issue? Didn't receive your order? Here's the link. Click here to find out exactly where your order is." It provides operational answers. It's not just fluff. It does what a service representative does. It streamlined things so my reps only handle what they're actually supposed to. If a shoe arrives damaged, or there's a specific defect, or someone had a bad experience, that's what a representative should handle, and that's what they do now.
Yeah, and in terms of, let's say, the atmosphere in the business, or often before this, you'd have these peaks and heavy workloads, and it could feel very high pressure.
You mentioned the workload. I remember my customer service manager from a year ago during those peaks. In a fashion company, you get these spikes. We'll run a huge sale, and naturally, more sales usually mean more inquiries. Yeah.
Now, well,
There was a situation, I don't know, I get 100 inquiries every day. Suddenly it jumped to 600. Now, 600, I can't handle that in a day or two, probably not even in a week.
yeah,
And it got to a point where she told me, "Look, let's outsource customer service so they can provide backup." I asked her, "But how much does it cost?" She said, "Another 10,000 shekels a month." I told her, "Look, I'll pay you another 3,000, you do it yourself." But what I'm trying to say is that the bot can handle 500 inquiries, 600 inquiries, no problem at all.
yeah.
And that's an advantage.
Yeah, it has no maximum.
Right.
So, how is it now when the service people come in the morning? Like, what does the day look like?
I can tell you that more than once, the service people have asked, "When is the bot replacing me?" They really asked me.
And what do you tell?
And I tell them, "Don't worry, you're not." I tell the truth, right? We're not a company that fires people. And I told them, first, my goal is to let you focus on what you actually need to do and not deal with questions that there's no reason for you to answer, that a robot can answer. That's one thing. And even if the day comes, and I hope it does, and it will, when I need to downsize, I won't fire you. I'll move you to a different role. Because that's who we are. That's us. Even though there are companies that really want to fire people, we want bad employees we don't keep in the organization. Good employees, we move to other positions.
And let's say, looking back at it now, and you see, like, what were you afraid of when you started the project, and what actually happened?
I thought you were a charlatan.
Okay.
I thought you were promising something you wouldn't be able to deliver. And wow, everything you said happened.
Yeah,
Everything you said happened. And for that, I have to say thank you.
you're welcome.
And what do I see for the future? For the future, I see improvement, adding integrations, which is a very, very important thing.
Yeah,
So that the robot will be able to solve, instead of 20 to 30% of inquiries, it'll be able to solve 60 to 70% of inquiries. It's truly a revolution, and I see it happening. It's not that I don't see it happening, it will definitely happen in the near future.
yeah,
And besides integration, I also see the bot doing other things. For example, today, a person can reach out and say, "Hey, I received a defective shoe." I see the bot analyzing the photo the person sends, deciding based on things I'll teach it what to do with the shoe, reaching response rates of 80 to 90%.
yeah,
And it will happen in the medium term. It will.
yeah. Absolutely. This field is racing forward, and we're racing forward together.
Right.
And like if you look at, for instance, doing something like this alone or doing it yourselves or taking some tool and implementing it yourselves,
Big believer in the fact that I know how to design shoes, and I only want to deal with that. Many times people tell me, "Listen, let's bring clothes into the stores." I said, "I don't know how to make clothes. I know how to make shoes. Let me be good at what I do and succeed at it." Same thing here. I don't know how to code, even with all the clods. I don't know how to code properly. It's not my expertise. Bring someone in, pay them a bit so they can do it the best way possible. That's why I'm with you.
yeah, amazing. Okay, I think the last thing is two last things. First, in terms of tracking the results and how you evaluate it, like how you see what the bot is worth or not, and the ROI on the investment, basically. How do you look at that?
So we have a dashboard that shows analytics, showing how many inquiries the bot closed automatically without human touch. It also shows we do a satisfaction questionnaire. It also shows how many participated in the surveys we do after service and what the satisfaction level is, meaning we see everything we need to know in a full dashboard. And we'll also continue to develop this dashboard further with more analytics. In the end, it's all to maintain quality, both in the shoes and before, during, and after the purchase.
Cool. And like let's say if we take a look at it now, especially when we compare it to where we were, say, 6 months ago or even just 4 months ago, and then consider where you are today, how would you, in your own words, summarize the changes and improvements you've made within the company, essentially over that period of time?
I think in the field of customer service, there's a breakthrough here. I think I'm also among the only fashion companies in the country that implemented customer service 24/8 without human intervention in natural language and reliable.
Yeah.
That's the whole story here. Reliable. Is customer service can also be unreliable and one that's constantly learning. And I'm proud to be among the fashion companies. If you look, it's not happening at Castro, not at Golf, not at Fox, not at Terminal X, not anywhere. They still have the press 1 for this, press 2 for that. And I'm proud to be a trailblazer. It's actually a real breakthrough in this field. And our company is also a trailblazer in a few other things. So being a pioneer isn't foreign to me. But it's fun. It's fun.
Amazing. It's great working together. And that's it. Anything else to wrap up?
Keep on developing the product, as they say. It's important. And we're with you and we're proud. I'm proud of my personal acquaintance with you. And I have no doubt you'll keep growing and we'll keep evolving along with you and lead a real service revolution in the AI revolution we're experiencing today. And in the end, it's a win-win. And I'm sure that ultimately the customer is the one who will benefit from the whole process.
Yeah. In the end, it makes customer service something that's less terrible, less of an ordeal.
Yeah, look, my dream was to not have customer service at all.
Yeah.
Really? 15 years ago, I said, I want to reach a point where we put a big sign in the store. There's no customer service here because you won't need it. Originally, I wanted to say why, because our shoes are so durable that you don't need customer service. But then it evolved into me really wanting to give to every customer inquiry a yes, not a no, but only a yes.
Yeah.
And the bot also helps to be that.
Amazing. Great. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
for both the time and the opportunity.